Yay!
Everybody.
Thank dog, it's Friday. Doing a happy dance.
Happy TDIF, everyone.
Oh my gosh. Yay. It's another Friday. It's another craft day. We're super excited. If you don't know who we are, I'm Patty Quinn, and I'm here with the amazing, adorable, and extra super talented Hillary Buholtz.
Hey, everybody.
Drum roll, please. We are the co-founders of We Heart Hounds, and we come here every Friday with recipes and crafts and all kinds of fun, good stuff in honor of our love for pups and the honor of your love for pups. So we're super happy to have you with us here today. If you know of any dog lovers or pet parents or friends, neighbors, friends, family, anybody that loves pups, please share the love, sprinkle the puppy love out there for us. That really helps us out. And it's more fun, more the merrier, right? The more we have everybody participating, the more fun it is for all of us. So thanks for being with us today. Or if you're watching on the replay, thank you for that too. Today we are doing a really fun, clever play on words for a summertime craft for pups. It's called a Nauti Dog Bandana with the nautical theme of naughty. So it's really cute. And Hillary and I are going to be doing, you can probably tell already, we're going to do a couple different colors. So you get a kind of idea of some of the variations that you can make with our crafts. And that's just something that we love to do as often as possible, actually. And it's fun having Hillary, it's having both of us do it, right? Because we each have our own little take on it. And what's nice about that is hopefully that inspires you to add your own little personality and creativity into the projects as well. So you don't have to follow the steps exactly as they are, just kind of use them as inspiration. And so we hope this craft is going to be another one to inspire you. So basically, the first thing you're going to do, I've got my pinking shears here. You're going to keep those handy because we're going to make the bandana. And to do that, I've got some fabric here, but just if you can just imagine this is a square. So you just get a square piece of cotton fabric is best because it's breathable and it's lightweight and easy to tie onto your pups around their neck. And so you're going to want a square of fabric that's roughly 14 or 18 inches long for a small to medium-sized dog. And then if you have a larger pup, you're going to want your square to be anywhere from 22 to about 26 inches in length. So all the sides are going to be those, 22 inches all the way around or 26 inches all the way around. And then basically what you do is you take two corners and you put them together, kind of fold it in a diagonal. And then you're just going to cut along that fold. And then you'll actually have two bandanas that you can play with, which is fun because then you can kind of mix it up and vary. If you got two pups, you're already ready to go. And if you have one pup, you can make two different bandanas if you'd like.
And one of the things that I like, if you happen to have a bandana that because like once you start getting bigger and bigger, it starts to be like you can adjust that shape a little bit.
Yeah.
Sometimes it'll get pretty
triangles
long.
Too long. Yeah, exactly.
But if you have a bandana that fits your pup really well, you can use that as a template and then just cut out the new bandana to the same shape as the one that works and just keep on using that as your template each time.
Yeah, exactly. That's a great tip. And it's actually what I did. I went and grabbed one of my old bandanas that we've made and just kind of cut around it. Again, use your pinking shears. That way you don't have to hem the edges or do anything, won't fray or anything like that. So that makes it, nice and easy. And so once you have your bandana set, hi, Amy. So glad to have you here with us today. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to chat about the embellishments. So next. And so basically just going to grab, I just had some scrap red felt on hand, and then you're going to get some chunky yarn, or you can use some jute, either of those. And then you're going to want to have some scissors and some fabric glue on hand. So those are kind of the next things you're going to use. And so basically what we did to give our bandana kind of a nautical theme, right? A beachy kind of theme is we went online and just Google your favorite kind of fish or anchor or ship. We were going to do a ship's wheel, although that would be kind of
difficult. A lot of cutting out and we simplified.
But we just found like a really basic anchor. You can ignore the little rope around here, but just kind of find and you can just type in whatever, like fish coloring book or anchor coloring book into your search engine, and it'll come up with simpler shapes than some of the more fancy kind of intricate ones.
And for that one, I happen to use clip art. Clip art is another good word when you're looking for those types of things, because that'll give you those kind of bold shapes and things like that.
Yeah, so. Big fat shapes that are easier to cut, and they're easier to see when they're when you've got them as an embellishment on your bandana. And so you're going to cut this shape out, and you're going to trace it onto. Like I said, I just had a scrap piece of red felt that I'm using, and you can use any color felt. And here you go. You've got we cut it out already because it takes a little bit of time. There's a little bit of finesse in cutting out your little anchors. But as you can see, mine's got a little bit of a character, a little wonkiness to it. And Hillary's going to tell you a trick so that you don't have yours to be so wonky.
So, and what I did was I just drew on kind of half of the anchor onto this, and then like when you're a kid and you'd create a heart, you fold the paper in half and you cut the shape out, and it makes a perfect heart from both sides are symmetrical. Same idea here. I just folded my felt in half and cut out that anchor shape on one side, and then you have a perfectly symmetrical anchor when you're all done.
So I did it the hard way.
Yeah, it does get a little bit challenging because these are fairly small cuts that you're trying to go in and around. So it makes it a little bit easier to do it kind of in one fell swoop. So
yeah, I think that's great. That's super. So once you've got your little anchor, the next thing you're going to do is grab your bandana, and you're going to get a fine tip. This says fine tip. I wish I had one that was a little more fine, like extra fine tip. Grabbed it in blue, just a Sharpie.
These ones that have the double ended, and this fine tip is a pretty good fine tip that you'd like.
Yeah, the extra fine tip is nice. Yeah.
And then I also had these are what I ended up actually using. But again, you want something that's going to have a nice fine tip on it.
Yeah, exactly. And so basically what you do is you're going to take your anchor and kind of place it in the lower portion of your bandana, because if you can imagine that the top of your bandana is going to get all scrunched up and tied around. So you in order to see the embellishment, you kind of do the opposite of what you think. Normally I would think to kind of put it in the center, right? Yeah. Higher up like that. But you actually want it lower. And then once you've got it placed in a spot that looks really cute, that like fits where you think it's going to go, then you're going to take your marker and you're going to write Nauti Dog. So you can see what we've done. So this is, mine had to be a lot smaller because I've got a little bitty Chiweenie, and Hillary's was a little bit bigger because she's got a nice sized basset hound. But you take your marker and you can just write that. And I would recommend putting something under your fabric with a Sharpie, because it will bleed through the cotton fabric. So make sure you do that. And then you're going to take your chunky yarn, or like I said, you can use jute, like a thin jute, whichever you think is going to be best. And then we're going to make a circle around our little embellishment. And then we're going to glue everything down. But you want to get everything kind of eyeball it, place everything. So this way you can kind of move your anchor if you need to shift it a little bit, make sure that it fits within inside that little circle.
There you can see.
Yeah. Here it is.
Cute.
All right. So let's glue everything down. And you can use fabric glue. You can use hot glue, whatever you think is going to work best for you. And I really like this, if you find it, this Beacon Fabric Fix glue works really well. What I like about it is it flows very nicely, but it also dries pretty quickly. So it's kind of got the best of both worlds.
And this is the first time I'll be using it. We've used the Aileen's one, which is pretty good as well. But Patty found this one and she said it's even better. So I was excited to give this one a try, because
it is. It's so nice. And what I like about it is, after having Aleene's for a while, and you don't use a whole bottle of fabric glue.
It's really hard to go through.
So it starts to get thicker over time, which makes it harder to pour, harder to squeeze out the bottle the next time you want to use it and all that. And this seems to stay consistently fluid, which is nice. So I'm just going to lift up so you can see. And you could stop right there if you wanted to, right? Yep. And now we'll glue our little, and I love, love, love this chunky yarn. It looks like rope, right? Yep. It's really cute.
And that's what gives it that kind of nautical feel. But you could also do the jute, as Patty said, and maybe like 2 kind of strings of it to give it that nice kind of thick yarn or rope feel. I also have this, which is a little bit too, if you have a super big dog, you could have, something really thick that is actual rope. But that's a little bit heavier. The nice thing about the yarn is it's nice and light. So
yeah, it really is. And I think it'll move the easiest.
Yep.
And sit the best. So I'm just kind of tacking my circle down in spots, and then I'll go back and kind of fill it in just to make sure that, because it's hard to make a circle, but do whatever works best for you.
We'll see how this.
These are so cute and so easy. And your kiddos could put these together. I mean, it really takes no time. And you could use a simpler shape, like I said before. Instead of an anchor to cut out, you could have a fish. A really simple little fish would be sweet.
And you could also draw it all. Like you could, instead of doing the cutting out part, you could draw a little anchor. You could draw a little fish. And
or little waves, right? Ocean waves. Be cute.
So yeah, it's a little challenging to keep that circle shape. So I think your technique is a little better to tack it down around and then come back in and try to glue.
Well, I wasn't as confident in my placement, so I figured if I just tack it in places, I could always kind of adjust and shift as I go.
Yep. And you're kind of seeing the process of how these things come to life, where we just try something, see how it works, make adjustments, and then give you the tips on what worked and what didn't, and what you should what you should do instead of the way that we did it.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully, so that you avoid all the heartaches over what we're trying to put together. This one was a little bit of a challenge to come up with a really fun design. We love the saying "naughty dog," of course. I just think it's a fun play on words. But it was really challenging, especially I think for me, because Ginger's so tiny and I have to keep the embellishments fairly small. So
yeah, something that'll still come across as nautical, and it was.
And I started with the blue fabric and I ran out of blue fabric, so I went to white. So that's why I've got a different color. But, if you stick with the blue and white, and we've added a little red, so red, white, and blue theme, that certainly will keep it really nautical feeling. But you can do like a really pale yellow and blue, or, just some fun summer colors if you'd like as well. There's really no rules.
Yeah.
Hi, Bristol girl. Thanks for being with us today. We're super happy to have everybody here. It really means a lot. It's fun. It's fun when we get to have a craft session together with everybody. This is great.
I could also see doing kind of a little beach theme with like a starfish or something like that. And you could use would be kind cute. Of like a teal instead of the kind of blues and stuff. So
I love that. Yeah. I love a starfish. That would be a cute and an easy shape to cut out as well. That's great. All right. Here's the reveal. Yay. These are so adorable. They're so cute. And you can see my white still has a little bit of a texture on it too. So that adds a little bit of, elements, makes it a little more interesting. And yours does too, right, Hillary?
Yep.
Yours has a nice little speckle print, which I think makes it a lot of fun as well. But yeah, these are super cute. Thanks, Amy. We think so too. And I can't wait. I'm going to see if I can wake my little sleeping
Get you a little
here.
fashionista up.
Yeah, let me do that. And I'm going to grab some just so it's a little easier for her to walk. All right. Hi, girl. Sleepyhead. Oh, she wants belly rubs every time she wakes up. Hi. You want to be our little model and try this on?
She's like, I like the snack days.
I know, exactly. We had treats last week. She absolutely loved those. We made some doggy donuts, didn't we? Yeah, we did. We did. They're so cute. All right. And if I was going to keep this on her, I would do a little double knot. But there you go. You can see her.
Oh, it's so cute.
Her cute little bandana. So adorable. So adorable. Yeah, I know. You want to go back. You want to go back to sleep. You're like, Mom, I was having a good dream. I'm dreaming of doggy donuts. All right. Well, thank you so much, everybody. Whoops. There we go. We'll tie it on later. Thanks, girl. Thanks for being with us today. This was a lot of fun. Have a great, happy Friday. Enjoy your weekend, and I hope we have inspired you to get out there and do something for your naughty dog this summer.
Yeah. And if you guys end up trying these, we would love to see how they turn out. So please share some pictures with us. And if you have other ideas of things that you'd like us to try or recipes or anything else, we're always so happy to have your suggestions. So please leave those in the comments as well. And yeah, thanks everybody so much.
Oh, thanks everybody. Thanks, Amy. Thanks, Bristol Girl. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.